How would you like to learn some easy ways to minimize or prevent employee conflict altogether? Just think about the productivity and profitability you could gain from a happier, more cohesive workforce. Let me ask you, have you ever been mismanaged? What was your productivity like during that period of time? Did the person mismanaging you ever make any efforts to solve the problem? Well, to help you quickly eliminate wasteful drama, I'll show you how to use an employment test to demonstrate some useful strategies. This is a different kind of employment test because unlike most psychometric tests that compare a person to the demands of a specific job, the Team Master helps you compare that person to the personality of their potential supervisor in 9 key areas. To see how it works, let's take a look at a team leader and a team member using this powerful tool. Let's go online and make Eddie Alberts the team leader and Steve Allen be the team member. The 9 key areas being analyzed for you include planning, use of emotions, communication styles, rules, recognition needs, work environment and stress, interaction with others, work confrontations, and competitive needs. The report describes Eddie Albert's key tendencies. In it, you'll see how this report reveals that he dislikes emergencies and likes to work in a systematic, step-by-step fashion. Now, we take a look at Steve Allen's report. Steve can change direction at a moment's notice and considers detail work a low priority. For each of the 9 areas, Team Master does the work to compare behavioral tendencies. If you know these up front, you can eliminate surprises and proactively calm tensions that are such a drain on a company's productivity. Look at planning needs. Clearly, there's a significant gap that indicates possible drama between these two. The very first sentence tells you that Eddie Alberts feels like life should be structured and believes planning is the key to a successful career. Steve Allen, however, requires mental room to roam and dislikes highly structured environments. I could go on with the other 8 dimensions, but you get the point. So how to use this information? If you're hiring or promoting an individual you know matches the job, then you can make sure that they match the people they are going to work for. This way, you solve relationship problems before they occur. There's another way to use an employment assessment like this that you might not have even thought of. If you wanted to, you could use it to alleviate and eliminate problems that already exist in various working relationships. For example, if I were going to conduct a performance appraisal with one of my employees, I would want to clear the air regarding any animosity or hard feelings before I started to discuss specific performance issues. If I don't, then I run into the risk of being ignored or making matters worse. How is that accomplished? Simple. If I were Eddie Alberts, I might say something like this to Steve. To set the stage for my appraisal of his performance. Steve, I know that you do many things well, and it can seem like the positive things you do go unnoticed, while mistakes easily draw attention, right? I'm not perfect, and I don't expect you to be. I do think it would be healthy for us to discuss our working relationship first before we start talking about job-specific areas for improvement. I've got this employment assessment. It's a tool that's supposed to give us some insight into the dynamics of our working relationship. And I don't know how accurate it is, but I'd like for both of us to go through it together, and we can judge this for ourselves. Is it okay with you if we spend a few minutes and go through this together? When Steve says yes, then I slide over to his side of the desk and we look at it together. If the employment assessment report suggests that difficulties are likely to exist in certain areas, like it does here on planning, or then it's easy enough to ask the other person what they think of the comments and ask them for specific examples when issues arose because of these differences. Perhaps you heard the old saying that people don't quit the company, they quit the boss. Well, this is a non-threatening way to open channels of communication that may otherwise be closed. Minimize conflict and get better performance from your teams of existing workers.